Hi, my name's Mark, and this is the love of my life, Aja. After retiring from the Army in 2018, my family and I moved from the States to my wife's hometown of Szczecin, Poland. She followed me around for 18 years, so now it's only fair that I do the same for her. She runs a Polish cooking food channel and blog, and I lift the heavy things. Once in a while, she shuts down the kitchen, and we explore Poland together to find as much good food as we can. Welcome to Kitchens Closed.
Hello, my hungry friends. It's Friday and Kitchen's Closed.
Today on Kitchens Closed, we're still in Poznań, but last week,
We complained about people's parking abilities.
we went to a camper show, even though we didn't buy anything because we still have Ruthie.
We love Ruthie.
We do.
And we had some delicious food at Wawer.
So thanks for tagging along on that one. Now let's go see what Poznań's got to do.
All right, let's go.
And now to get the car out of parking. It's just the coolest thing to me. I don't know why I love it so much, but I think it's so cool. Would not work well if you had an SUV or a tall van, because it can only be 1.7 meter tall. I don't know what that is in Imperial. They didn't say.
Not much taller than this.
Not much taller than this.
I'm 1.6. And then that happens. Let's go, eh?
Let's go. After a good night's sleep in our Airbnb and taking our car out of the elevator, we drove downtown, parked underneath Freedom Square, and walked through a pretty cool water feature fountain thing to see what else the city had in store. It is morning time here in Poznań, and we're gonna go get some breakfast, so come on, we're going in here. Zielona veranda means green veranda. What are you having? You're having Polish words?
Having Polish words for breakfast, yes.
So what do you have?
We're gonna have Poznański dzik.
What's that?
It's farmer's cheese with fresh buns.
Nice. I'm gonna have food. What happened?
So I ordered this dzik poznański, which is farmer's cheese, and it's nice on this gorgeous homemade bun. Very delicious with tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. And I wanted a side of scrambled eggs. So this is what I got as well.
So all that's just for you for
This
breakfast.
is all my breakfast.
Oh my goodness.
Lunch and dinner.
And I got me a salad with some burak and some twarożek and some avocado. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the kid is eating a big ol' Sammy. Yay! That was tasty.
What'd you think, Mr. Herning?
I liked it. It was really good. So
We tackled-
if you're in Poznań, come to Zielona Veranda.
We tackled all the breakfasts.
All the breakfasts. And you know what's cool is I didn't even get anything fried or sausagey or anything like that. I have lots of energy now.
Yeah.
So eating good is good for you, apparently.
So what do you think about comparing Polish breakfast to American style breakfast?
I wouldn't even say it's not Polish. I would say more European style to me.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I think that the European style of breakfast is a little healthier. If you look at the tradition, all right, if you look at what you think of an American breakfast, like we're talking about scrambled eggs or fried eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, pancakes, all those wonderful, deliciously great things that sit on your stomach like a brick. Yeah, you just want to go back to bed. Whereas here in Europe, when I eat, a lot of our breakfast, like you said, a hotel or something like that, is going to be the farmer's cheese, some lunch meats, salads, boiled eggs, things like that. I feel lighter afterwards, and I kind of like it.
Although I did enjoy a nice
Yeah,
fried
the
egg breakfast.
The English fry-up yesterday with the bacon
Yeah.
and sausage, and
Although it did come with a salad.
it did come with a salad. I do like salads for breakfast. Cleans the palate up real nice. So now we're gonna head into the Old Town Square, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
So let's go. Poznan's Old Town is the centermost neighborhood of the city. Covering the area that was once a walled medieval city, it is called Stare Miasto.
Stare miasto.
Stare Miasto. Stare Miasto. Although that name may also refer to the wider administrative district of Stare Miasto, which extends to most of the city center and the northern parts of the city.
The Old Town is centered on Stary Rynek, the old market square where the historic Poznań town hall, Ratusz, stands. It represents the glory of Poznań from its foundation in 1253. That's year 1253. One of Town Hall's towers hosts two small billy goats, which butt their heads together every day at noon. At the western end of the Old Town is the Przemysł Hill, Góra Przemysła, on which the king's castles once stood.
The city walls were taken down when the city expanded in the early 19th century, but the street layout of Old Town still corresponds closely to that of the former protected city. Surviving fragments of the walls, some of which have been further reconstructed, can be seen on Stavna Street, Ludgarde Street, next to the Chopin Park, in the south of the Old Square.
Poznań Old Town is listed as one of Poland's official national historic monuments, Pomnik Historii, as designated November 28, 2008, along with other portions of this historic city.
The Poznań Fara, also known as the Parish Church or simply Fara, is a Roman Catholic basilica located in the heart of Old Town Poznań. It is one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. The full name of the church, and I really love the names of these churches in Europe, the full name of the church is the Basilica of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Mary Magdalene, and Saint Stanislaus. That's a name. It is currently part of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Poznań. Built between 1651 and 1701, the structure was engineered by Polish and Italian masters in the Baroque style. In the mid-18th century, Pompeo Ferrari designed the main altar standing at 17 meters in height and the main entrance from the Old Town. In 1876, an organ constructed by Frederick Ledegast was installed inside the church. And just like a lot of things, there's legends attached to this church. According to a popular legend, a woman in black appears on the organ balcony, which is really hard to get to. The ghost was sighted on many occasions, which is often featured in media and news coverage. The woman is said to have donated a whole bunch of money to the church in order to put the organ in, and now she's guarding the instrument. So that's always fun.
Another very important thing worth mentioning about Poznań is their St. Martin croissants.
Oh, what's a St. Martin croissant?
Can you say rogale świętomarcińskie?
Oh, Jezu. Rogale świętomarcińskie.
Rogale świętomarcińskie is a croissant with white poppy seed filling. And the history of it goes back to
the days of yore.
The days of yore. Currently, it represents Saint Martin, which is celebrated on 11 of November of every year. But the tradition dates back to pagan times when during the autumn feast, the gods were offered sacrifices of oxen as a substitute of dough rolled up in oxen horns. Then the Latin Church has taken over the custom and linked it to the figure of Saint Martin, Święty Marcin. To gniazdo poznańskie i może raz drożdżówkę z porzeczką. In Poznań, the tradition of baking rogal świętomarciński on 11 November existed since 1860, when the oldest known advertisement rogale świętomarciński was published in Dziennik Poznański, which is the local paper. The tradition now is that we celebrate November with these poppy seed croissants, and you'll see them in bakeries all around Poland. People eating these yeasted dough with white poppy seed filling. We shall get some later, huh?
Yeah, we should get some, and then you should show people how to make them.
Ooh, good idea.
I know. I want some. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, very good. Nom, nom. So now we have to go up the many steps. Where are we going, baby?
Why can't everything be flat?
Because that's called not here.
Oh, okay.
Where are we going?
I don't know, check out this castle. Apparently there's a castle.
Well, let's go, apparently.
So this old castle here was constructed in 1249. They think. It's a probably.
Well, I mean, it's a long time ago. A lot of things probably happened in 1249.
Yes, probably. I like how the encyclopedia says probably. What other interesting things we know about it?
So a lot of kings lived there, a lot of ducals, and then it got burned down a whole bunch of times. The Swedes burned it down, some other people burned it down, then it got rebuilt, and then World War II burned it down. But this is the interesting thing. So there's a legend. Do you want to hear the legend?
I want to know the legend.
Okay, according to legend, the hill this thing is built on, Przemysł Hill, was created by dark powers. So apparently, when one of the Kingle guys that was living in here got baptized, the devil got really angry and decided he was going to sink the entire city of Poznań. So he pulled up one of the hills nearby in Gniezno, and he was going to block the river Warta and flood the whole place. And so they were doing this, and then they got all excited and they were having a celebration, the demons were. But they woke up the roosters that were nearby. And
the cock-a-doodle-doos?
The cock-a-doodle-doos. And they began to crow. That, I guess the roosters crow? Yeah. And the devil and demons got so scared from the roosters they ran away and just left the hill where the castle lives.
Powerful.
Very powerful.
I'm getting a rooster instead of a dog.
I know, right? If we can scare away the devil, it's good enough for me.
What happens in the castle these days?
Nowadays it's a museum, and it holds the Chamber of Commerce things and some meetings and, boring modern stuff.
Yeah, I like the roosters.
Yeah, the roosters are better. And it wouldn't be a trip to any city in Poland without going to a bike cafe.
What'd you think about Poznan?
I really like Poznań. And when we first got here, when we were down by the camper festival,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was all that in a bag of potato chips. But now that we've walked around the older part of the town, there's a lot of cool restaurants. I've found 3 Mexican restaurants I want to eat at, like 4 Thai joints. There's a couple barbecue joints down here I want to try.
Burger joints.
There's all kinds of food down here that I think we're gonna have to come back. This is gonna be a part 1. I don't know when part 2 is gonna be, but
yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
And it seems that sometimes that square is a square is a square.
Yeah.
Every square you go to in Europe is kind of the same.
Yeah.
I think this one is a little bit different.
Yeah, it's good.
And there's another reason to come again is to see the koziołki at the tower.
Yeah, we missed them, but we'll get it next time.
Every day at noon they have a showing at the tower at the main square of what do you call them?
They're
Goats?
rams.
Rams.
Doing this.
Wooden rams that they would put in the tower originally to actually attract tourists.
Yeah.
And it's working because people I took a school trip just to see that.
Did you? Yes. Well, we missed it. So next time, maybe next time.
Quick thanks to Kenneth Dombowski, Karen Height, and Martin Grant for supporting our channel through PayPal. If you'd like to do as well, there's a link on my website, PolishKitchen.com. Thanks for your donations. It helps us keep our travels going and our recipes going. So thanks for your donations.
Yeah, and hit www.polishkitchen.com to find some recipes and all kinds of fun things. Look us up on the Instagram and the World Wide Webs in general. and face tube and U forks, and
that's our episode, friends.
thanks for tagging along.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Do widzenia.